All right, my friends, today we're going to take a look at an amazing piece of software called Adobe Draw. It's the one I have circled so that you can find the icon on your iPad. So we're going to find that icon, we're going to open it up. The first thing we're going to need to do is get signed in. Now at the bottom down there, you'll see the Google symbol, and I'll put it off to the side as well. We want to click that, and we want to use our school email address. You'll put in your password, and it'll ask you if you want to use an Adobe account or the Enterprise. We want to use the Adobe ID. Once we're signed in, we're going to hit the plus sign. We're going to work with the digital illustration. I'm going to work with the iPad landscape. So we're going to select our format. It'll take us to our workspace. Let that get out of the way. So here we're going to start with our layer. So we can have a draw layer. We're going to hit that plus sign, and we're going to add an image layer. We're going to find a picture on my iPad, and we're going to put that into the program. It could be whatever. You could even take a picture of yourself or of your table or whatever you want. But we're going to find a picture, a photograph, and we're going to add that in. Now with layers, the one that's at the very top of the list is the one that you're working on. They overlap each other. So after we add in our photograph, we want to hold down the draw layer and slide it up so that the layer we are drawing on is on top of our photograph. And you'll see that happen right now. Swap those around. Now over on the left-hand side of the screen, we have all of our different pins. And in each pin, you've got a couple different options. You can change the size, you can change the color, and then that middle one is the opacity. That's how much you can see through the color. And here you're gonna see we're gonna make a couple of marks with each of the pins. On the top screen, at the very top of the screen, there's a U with an arrow on it. That is the undo button. That's a super important button for doing digital media types of work. We use this software, and you have to do your own sign-in because it saves all of your work in just your folder where nobody else can get to it and tamper with it. So if you can see, there's the opacity. With the opacity turned down, see how you can still see some of the stuff showing through it. If we turn that opacity all the way up, it becomes very, very dark. When we are changing the size, opacity, or color, you just touch it and then move your finger or your stylus up or down to change the thickness of the line, the opacity of the line, or the color. So once we've got our pin picked out, our color, the size of our mark line that we're going to be making, we're going to make a copy of this whale shark, I think is what this is. So all we need to do here is we make sure our draw layer is at the top of the stack, which it is, and then we can start following the lines of this animal around. Now the beautiful part about that undo button is that if we don't like a line, or if we get off a little bit, we can always hit that undo button, it'll take it away, and we can just do it again. It's one of the beautiful things about digital media is it allows us an enormous opportunity for failure. It doesn't matter if we mess up. We're not losing anything, we're not wasting anything. We just hit the undo button and it goes. So I'm almost around this. Now with the layers, if you double tap a layer, it will turn that layer off so that you can't see it. So as we're doing this type of work where we're tracing, we turn it off and I can look and see if I missed any lines. Turn the layer back on, and then I can come back in here and I can catch those lines that I missed. And one thing to keep in mind as we draw with this software, the software is pressure sensitive. So if you press down really hard against your iPad, you're gonna get a really thick, heavy line. If you press gently, you'll get a light, thin line. We're gonna take another look at this drawing in our next video. We're gonna take a look at a little bit more with the layers and how we use them and control them. Have a great day, guys, and happy arting.